Hello，大家好啊
Hello everyone.
Me and not. Hey, suddenly then they will say, hey, how come last week two in on the screen? So this week another again two on the screen, all right? Hey, so we have to take leave 噶嘛？哦。Hello, hi Andrea. Okay, good
Hi
to see
Andrea.
you. Oh, thank you so much for being early with us. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So 我哋真係感動啊。Okay, we are so touched. Okay, that you actually come on the channel first before we start. All right. And hello, anyone there? Say hi, please. Okay. 哎呀，等先啊。OK，快啲落入嚟咯，快啲嚟支持下喎！今日剩翻我哋兩個啊。So anyone wondering or not? How come today lack of one again? Yeah 咯 this is how we do things now 陣間 next week next week Jonas 你 on leave 係咪？
唔知啊 haven't have a clue yet.
Next week, Jonas jealous. Jonas say, okay lah, you guys are one by one missing. Okay, next week me, okay. So,我哋 next week 我做 forecast 你唔得 on leave So how's everybody? Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good day. Okay, so 大家好啊，有唔有好掛住我哋啊？我哋就 confirm 好掛住嘅，OK Say hi, please type in the chat box, okay, so that we know that you are here with us, all right? Yeah, one more, yeah, lor. That's why you see, !aiyo! Edward, we all come go and 斑马 for us, even though two of us also, all right? Hey, anyway, today's topic a little bit different, okay? Because as you all know, I am my Chinese metaphysics is 半桶水 okay? Half pure water. So that's why they were two of them was telling me, okay, so since I'm the 半桶水, so how do I use this 半桶水? Okay, the half pail of water, how do I use? All right, I'm not sure many of you here, I'm sure many of you here are the full pail of water, okay, but also I think maybe a lot like me. So today mostly what we are doing is that I'll be sharing, how I use with my really limited knowledge, okay, and thank God so far, okay, so far, of course, with my two 師兄師姐 here, and then what I've learned, 暫時 OK 啦，enough for me to 搵食 cari makan 呀咯 Shirley 哎呀，我哋真係呢排是三卡麻雀都加能打得成啊！Last week because I went for my camping, then the camping the network very bad, so cannot. Then this week, Pauline's pula, okay, so her place not. So next week, then don't know lah, Jonah don't know where say reception no good. Okay. And then actually what I would like to share is that so far after Jonas 我哋講學咗幾多年咗啊？你係2017嘛？可以
2017 official 即係跟 JY 就2017。
2017 So I am I think 2018啩 2018 Okay. So then from then with the actually I'm truly blessed lah because of two of them lah Pauline and Jonas actually lifted me up a lot, okay, on the usage of Chinese metaphysics. So what I will, because of this, I'm not sure how I apply. I thought that I do not know how to apply. I only use very limited knowledge that I have. Then with like whatever that I do, if I can, then I will choose on the achievement hour, how to bag, where to bag, okay. So and when I do any sharing or what, so I will try to choose the best locations or the best facing or the best backing, okay. 基本上係 as long as I want to, if I want to deliver something where I want to or maybe I use it for meditation, okay, so I use that a lot, okay. And I think maybe because of that, somehow a lot of things that I visualize or I meditate, okay, and it falls it falls in place, all right. 咁樣啊，除咗種萬字啦the 4D, okay. 4D I think so far experienced once that was my first time won a 4D, okay, but a very small amount, okay, better than none is already good encouragement, okay. And then also I use it a lot on meditations actually, okay. And then because of that also I think actually I've got my I've got a business distributionship, okay, for a wheel writing apps, okay, a sole distributionship. So all this happened, I think we call it law of attraction, okay. But because of Chinese metaphysics, my meditations or my asking or my prayer become very focused. I will get to. I'm sure they how you all use it now. Okay. So, but for me is as long as when I want it, I will get those flying bird into cage. That one is I use the most. Okay. Question. Okay. Can Chinese metaphysics help to improve decision making? Especially when a person often having indecisive decision making. Edward, you asked a very good question. Okay. As your question say, right, let me put this question. Hi, Eureka.
Hi, Eureka. Hi, Shalice, Edward, Moisey, Matthew.
As your question shown here, especially when a person often having indecisive decision making, frankly speaking, then whatever method also won't help. 啱冇做咩？係咪？
I kind of
如果
agree
嗰
with
個人
this
成日
because
都唔可以 decide 嘅喎，
it's okay. There are three layers. The first layer is, do you know who you are first? How much you understand about you yourself. Secondly is about knowing what kind of decisions that align with you, knowing how to make the comparison evaluation. Third, ultimately, whatever you do, whatever the decisions you made, will you be fully responsible for it? So it's
Yeah.
very simple.
But-
3 layers. Are you willing to
So
be?
correct. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Okay. So 呢一個就係講 can Chinese metaphysics help Chinese? If let's say because of Chinese metaphysics given the answer, okay, and then the person's really take that actions, okay. So I will also give credit to the universe energy. Okay. At some point, at this particular point, okay, this person opening up the aha antenna. So that's why then the person make decisions. But if let's say, because 有時啲係習慣嚟嘅, sometimes it can be a habit. If the person cannot make decisions and maybe from young, and from day one, everything, the decisions they always get a bad feedback, okay? So slowly their confidence level become lower and lower. So they don't dare to make decision anymore. Or maybe we bump into a lot of obstacles. So then we start, we were scared, making the right decisions. So this actually what I'm sharing is hi Jen Hong. Okay. So what I'm going to share is that how we can align this part here. Okay. And So somehow then you will know where to get the energy from. Okay. I hope that Edward, if let's say you have friends who needed this part, okay, you do share this life with the person, okay, and actually I'm very sure that he can get the aha from it, okay. Hi Hilka, hello. Wow, okay, from Florida. Thank you very much. Yeah, today Pauline is on leave. Yeah, all right. So we have to make sure we take care of Pauline's channel. Okay. So yeah, we make sure that we don't disappoint her channel's subscribers. Okay. Oh, Jonathan.
Yes, of
哇，突然
course.
之間好壓力啊，係。Okay, all right. So actually, Edward, because so happened that your question, okay, it actually aligned with what I'm going to share today, okay. And 係咪好奇怪咧？做咩？我覺得好似 Edward 呢個 question 係 send 嚟嗬，to link with to this question is sent to link with how this sharing going to be. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, Andrea, you're from Ireland. Okay, welcome. Yeah, thank you so much for supporting our channels. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to share screen. Wait, to make one no share screen.
Can you find it?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, good. Because today we are going to talk more about inner depth, slightly more deeper into our, not just about our mind alone. It's going to be a very deep discovery to help everyone to actually gain new insights from our Shamin Daikaze sharing. Okay, finally, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, this is part of my workshop. Okay. As some of y'all know that I do this workshop to help on change. All right. So, in fact, after when we discuss about it, okay, then and I just thought that maybe this first part of my workshop will be able to help many, and then and also this is how I use it as well. Okay. And I really find that because before this that this is what I've been doing, okay, when I've been using for myself. And after learning Chinese metaphysics, somehow when these two combine, okay, and I realized that the energies and the power, everything is like so much better, and everything is all fall in place and aligned. Okay, so that's why I think that is good that I share with you all in case maybe I think some of you all like me, okay, you need some clearer guidance, and you want to know how to use it better, and whether it's time that we let go or let God, okay, or whether it's time that we use Chinese metaphysics, or we actually taking back the control. All right. So that's why Edward, what you asked just now, okay, it was exactly like whether it's a chance of taking control, taking back our own control, or is actually a decisions that we just purely rely on the universe answer. Okay, so and I'm sure that definitely we will find answer here. Okay, so my workshop, this 3D 8 degrees. Okay, so the 3D actually stand for the three-dimensional. So I'm very sure that, of course, now we also talk about 4D, all this, okay? But 3D is where that we have body, mind, and soul, okay? So whichever we can't lack of any part of it, okay? So that's why today what I'm touching here is actually on the soul part. So and I hope that this part here will lift you up. And the 3D 8 degrees here, the 8 degrees is actually the 8 degrees, the 8 directions of our life. So I have here all with the F. this all the F here, it starts with like, because we have fitness, and then we have friends, we have faith, we have freedom, we have fashion. Fashion is very important to me, okay? Family, all right, finances, fun, okay? So when you see this here, if let's say you guys want to do some exercise, you can do so, all right? But this one actually usually during the workshop, I actually give it out as a pre-workshop, because there's a the handbook, okay? So they will need to do some homework, okay? So if you're looking at here, from the scale of 1 to 10, all right, in all this area here, if let's say you want to now give yourself on to measure, can you measure yourself, like, what are the scales that on each areas here? So then you will know whether are you actually in balance, okay, or are you actually lost of balance, okay. I am one that I believe very much on energy, and I love yin yang. And everything in life, there's always yin and yang. So, but within the yin and yang, so within the yin, there's always a yang. Okay, so meaning like in all the negativity is always some positivity. And in all the positivity, then that is where that you prepare for any negativity. Okay, so that is where that if you get the balance of it. So of course, sometimes we say life cannot be so perfect. How can you get a balance of all these areas here? Okay, of course we won't expect that. Okay, but with the numbers here, with the scales here, is actually a good way for you to keep track. Okay, you guys, if let's say if you miss this, you can always come back and copy this down, so that you can put this chart for yourself, so that you can do it monthly or quarterly, so that you have all these skills here to tell yourself that which part that are you missing, or which part that you overdo it. Okay. Like for me, most of the time fun I overdo it one. Okay. 做乜你咧我覺得你應該好多你嘅分嘅呢個 part 應該冇我咁多噶啦，我覺得。
Of course lah. You are the most happening. You look at my Facebook, my Instagram is just all about work, either food or work.
Full of work. Then you will realize that, hey, how come there's no work here? Okay, so actually I tie work with finances already. Okay, so you can pick on that. All right. So then after, when we find if you know that which part that you are missing most or what, all right. So this is where that you keep track. And the soul being here is where that the meditations part. Okay, but meditations I will come into that. Majority why I say that soul is important. Yeah. 你做咩佢唔會行嘅？哦
Yeah,
because
what?
of the line,哦。
Yeah, just delay slightly, couple
Yeah,
of seconds
yeah.
of delay.
Okay. So this is the part where a lot of us we lost it. Okay. So just now remember the 8 degree. Okay, then you will see that, how come there's an imbalance or what. So if you check back, it's actually this is the part that actually that makes you miss one of the area. Okay. So to me, of course, Chinese metaphysics part is where that this link the soul part with me very, very much. Okay, that's how I use it. Okay, when we lost the balance of it, as you can see, that this ring here, inside the ring, they are the square here. The being part is where that we trying to be in. Okay, but most of the time, because we are so anxious about the B. Okay, so you see why I put the apostrophe there between B and ing. Okay, B is what we want. Okay, but ing is what we do. right? So, but when these two are not in sync, that is where that we lost the being part. Okay. Okay. So in this one here, as you can see, the ring and then inside with the square. Do you all know the Chinese coin? 銅錢啊，知道嗎？銅錢哦。So the Chinese coin, that's why this is where the wisdom comes. The ring is that where when we being with others, when we are in a society, okay, when we in a community, okay, we always needed to be rounded. Okay, that is where the circles come. Okay, you have to be that. But although you are outside, when you are rounded, okay, you are easy being with others, but your core is where that you must have your core. And this core is where your values is. Your values, your purpose, your meaning, okay? So you have to be very clear on this part so that no matter round outside there, okay, how much that you're giving it outside, how much that you are pleasing others, okay, but you won't lose the core of yourself. So, and this is how the Chinese coin, this is how the coin works. That's why actually in a way that last time when you do business or whatever, you use that, we use that coins, right? So that coins with this concept, it actually telling us that, you know, when we are in deals or in anything, when you're doing business or whatever, okay, you have to be all-rounded, but you cannot lose the core of like your integrity, you know, your values, all this here. Okay. So, and this is where that I one of the reason that I like the old Chinese coin a lot. Okay, because it stands as a reminder. And for this here, so and in this one here outside, because most of the time outside, you know, when we see someone, you know, you are seeing from the present, and we are trying to showcase the best of us. Okay, but inside of us, okay, that is where that we lost this part. Okay. So, and this is where that there are some of these questions here. Maybe you can ask yourself. All right. So, am I? Okay. So, so am I? So, are you? Okay. Are your soul being with you now? Okay. So, are you? Instead of I am. Okay. So from all these few questions here, you can actually you were able to find out. Okay, you are able to find out that, you know, which part of yourself that you lost. Okay, too heavy or not? Huh? Okay, so but of course, if heavy is good, okay, I hope that, you know, because of all these questions here, you know, you start asking yourself, okay, and of course today is a good day, all right, 今日 establish day 嘛 establish is a good day to you establish yourself again, right? Yeah, this is how I use Chinese metaphysics. Oh, so I always find things to say one. Okay. Yes, you are right, Edward. Yeah, the moment. You because sometimes when we lost the moment part, okay, that is where that that's why sorry, when we lost this part here, then we will find like, say lah, you know, we always trying to be someone of others. That's where that we lost ourselves. Okay, so here that these are a few questions here, you know, are you taking anything for granted? You know, so like having parents can be something taking for granted, right? So then how many times you make calls to your parents? Okay, so are you employing a healthy perspective? Okay, this one here is where because is always two sides of coins when you look at things, right? So you can always you can check this easily. Okay, every time when you look at something, okay, you look at the good side or you look at the bad. Okay, so of course the healthy one, then you always look at the good lah. All right. So then, yeah, are you living true to myself? Yes, I think a lot of people make complaints that, oh no, I'm not, I'm actually, my boss want me to do this, or sometimes we say, yes, I want, but, okay, there's always a but. Do you have anyone that always have but or not? Huh? Every suggestions that you give them, then they will give you a but. Okay. Yeah, they agree with you and then with a but. Okay. All right. Yes, correct. Because we are too busy, Eureka, you're right. We are too busy filling up what others want. Okay, so making sure that we reach that expectations, all right, then that is where that we lost ourselves. So and then yes, holding on something that you need to let go, thinking negatives. This is very important. Okay, no quarrel before sleep. Okay, no negative thoughts before sleep. Okay, you will find, if you don't trust me, okay, please try it. Okay, you try think of something tonight before you go to bed. Okay, you think something good, somehow tomorrow when you wake up, that same thought like continue from last night. Okay, so you try it. Okay, so if you are not sure, yeah, you try. Okay, then you will know. Okay, and then of course, putting enough effort into my relationships, or are you putting too much effort or not? Okay, so it's always here. I believe that when you look at all these questions, you guys know. Don't sleep anxiously. Yes, correct. You are so right. Sometimes macam die liao. Okay, Jen. Okay, so and then of course, letting matters that control your that stress you out. I Of course, we are human being lah, huh? All these questions that asking you here, uh, human being are born naturally negative. Okay, why? Because the universe is like this. Okay, due to the gravity always pull you down, right? Okay, of course that is physics. But if let's say an aeroplane, if they do not go against the wind, okay, so they don't keep the engine on, okay, the aeroplane will fly will plunge down. And even though if let's say a bee or a butterfly, if they don't don't flop their wings, okay, they will surely fall on. Okay, so that's why being conscious on yourself, like that guarding your mind, making sure that your soul is in line, then this is one part that you have to be. Then probably you will ask, wow, then I oh okay, would that be very tired or not? Everything has to be conscious or what? But trust me, if you are not, you will get even more tired. Okay, it is very strange, you probably will think that, have to be like that. Then it's like for us now, we are lucky that when we are sitting here, we do not need to tell our body that, hey, spines, need work it out, okay, so that I can sit up straight. Imagine if our body, that we have, our mind has to constantly telling our body that to sit up straight, so that our spine has to get into work. Then we will be so busy only thinking about telling when to breathe, telling when to sit up straight, so at least our body is helping us to do this part already. So all we need to do now is just to making sure that our soul is in line. That's all. All right. So and there are many things that happening in day to day that we don't really need to put effort on it. Okay. Of course, taking a very good example, I like this how Dr. Wayne Dyer shared it. Okay, and from the 9 months of our birth, okay, the 9 or 10 months lah. None of us needed to think that how our cells need to split, need to duplicate, okay? And then when the fingers come, when the eyes must comes in, how the brains has to make it, So this part here, nothing happened, and life begins, and then life form. Okay, so if let's say if you think that whatever you are facing, if you feel that it's hard, okay, at least that part there, okay, we didn't do anything, and then we are here, all right. So meaning that we are meant to be. So since we are meant to be, and then of course for all that who are watching here now, then is that it must be a message here that's sending to you that you needed to be reminded again. All right. Yeah. So this is how I use combining metaphysics, on the universal's energies and with what I can, So whether to take own control, but at the same time to leverage on the energies. Okay. So this is how we can use it. Yeah. All right. So I hope that just now that pie chart, okay, I mean that the 8 degree, okay, and at the same time these questions here were able to help you to find something, okay, and of course there are a lot of things to a lot of questionings, okay, a lot of questions that help to find out to know yourself, okay, so but that is on the workbook, all right. And then and this is where that just now you see that there's the square in between, okay, so that is where that you are aligned, you are very sure of your values and everything. But this is the part here, why are we suffering? We are suffering because of we lost the part of the core. Okay, so when we lost the part of our core, and then everything that we are every day, our mind is just like is like up and down, so it's like we cannot calm ourselves down. Okay, and for this area here, just now I was saying, like, we are so, because negativity is natural, okay, like for myself, when I learned Chinese metaphysics, and this is where I learned that because my day and my hour is clash. So when this clash, I have a lot of thoughts on. Okay, my thought is like, wow, super. Okay, so I'm constantly thinking. Okay, so but because of this, actually, now after when I learn, when I know that this clash, then the more that I even need to direct my thoughts. Okay, of course, before I've learned Chinese metaphysics, I've already learned mind power. Okay, so but now with Chinese metaphysics, so when I combine these two, I can direct my thoughts even more in my own control. Okay, so when I know that I'm in negativity, okay, sometimes I know that certain time that this can fight. Okay, but also there are times where you are totally out of control, which you needed to surrender. Okay, so but once you're able to surrender, because sometimes it's like that, it's like the rock, okay, the water with the on the hitting the rock. Okay, so do you think that the rock give ways or not when the water gushing down, let's say on the river, okay, the water gushing down on the rock, okay, if the rock is big enough, they won't move, right? So you will think that, hey, the rock never give way, what, right? So the rocks actually fight against it, fight against the water. Okay, but do you all know that actually the rock does give ways? Can anyone tell how the rocks give ways or not? Do you all
Giving you
know?
the side
If you
way.
know, huh?
Giving you the
What?
side way.
Giving me the sideways. Okay,
Yeah,
all
lor.
right. So that is one. Okay. So anyone have other answer or not? 哇，忽然之間好靜哦，哎呀，OK，so never mind 吓。So actually the rock give ways, okay? You will see that the rocks turn smoother and smoother，係嘛？係咪？越 the longer it stays there, the rock becomes smoother and smoother, smoother and smoother, and then smaller and smaller, smoother and smoother. Okay, so that is where that sometimes like this is where that if you go against it too much, okay, so it will hit. So then this is where the time that you have to surrender yourself. Okay, then you will realize that sometimes once you surrender, everything becomes so easy. Then some of you might be thinking, surrender means that what? Oh, is that means that I let the negativity sink me? Huh? Do you all think so? It's like that, okay? But no, okay, there's always a way to do it, all right? So when you surrender, then you just tell yourself that you have to say it to the universe, or if you have religions, you say it to God, okay? You will need to tell, okay? So yes, okay, I'm not going to fight against it, okay? But do give me the wisdom that how I can surrender myself to it. Okay, all right. So this is how you can do it. And somehow very strange, the moment when you surrender is a form of acceptance. Okay, so when you accept, then somehow the help will come. It's just like when someone extending you a helping hand. Okay, if you do not grab it, if you do not accept it, this help will never come. Okay, so sometimes surrender and the acceptance is a form of getting help. Okay, don't go against. You are absolutely right. Yes, I am a strong believer of the law of universe. Okay, and in fact, the law of universe is part of it in my workshop. All right. Okay. So yeah. So then this one here, I hope that these graphics will helps to remind you that don't lose your balance. Okay. All right. This one not because there's no question here. All right. Okay, go and find stress test. Okay. So then here, this one here, the just now I said, if let's say your soul being is lost, and this is where that we lost our identity. Okay, and where do we get our identity from? Okay. First we started with the self-care. Okay, how much that you really care about yourself. And then of course from self-care here we promote, we're getting better, and then we know how to love ourselves. Okay, and of course then when you come here, then you become selfless. All right, selfless, then probably you will think that, in this case, oh, am I going to be Mother Teresa like that, be so selfless or what? Of course, it's very different. Okay, once you understand this part, okay, you will notice that helping others won't drain you. Okay, so but of course then the self-care is very important. The first step is very important. How much do you really care about yourself? Okay, self-care, self-love, all this doesn't mean it's selfish. Yeah. Okay, because sometimes when we interpret differently and say, oh, because I have to care so much about myself, because I have to make sure that I care, I love myself, so that I don't do this, I no to that or what, then slowly then you lost this part. Okay, you become very self-centered. Okay, and then you become very selfish. All right, so cannot. Okay, this is the part that you have to be careful. So self-care, of course, there are many ways to care for yourself. 食得好瞓得好都係一個 care 嘛，係嘛？食得屙得瞓得 is a care already. Okay, so meaning what? You can eat, you can sleep, and you can shit. Okay, this is one form of self-care already. So self-care, like, do you care about your body or not? So how much that do you care about it? Okay, so then the love part is where that very much on the mental part. Okay, so self-care is on the body, self-love is where your mental is. Okay, and then selfless is where your is on the highest hierarchy. Okay, is where that on your self-esteem. Okay, all this. Yep. Sometimes busy until eat also no. Yeah, correct. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I hope that I hope that this part here can be, in fact, all the soul part here is very much a guidance. Huh? You think on all this, okay, and then you do a self check, right? So from all this check here, you're able to find yourself, which states are you now? Huh? Okay. And then yeah, and this is where I combine. I use on meditations. All right. Sometimes people say that meditations has to be 30 minutes lah, 1 hour lah, 20 minutes lah, all this. But for some people, it's not easy to go into meditation mode. All right. So, but actually, what you can do, a very simple and easy one. Okay. You can just do a 3 minutes. Okay. If you are really into the zone, okay, a short period is actually good enough. Okay. Any one of you want to know how to do a short one or not? Huh? Very easy, seriously, very easy. It will help you at the same time for those that who are interested to empower their third eyes. Okay. This is where that you can use it for your third eyes. Okay. And or for those that who wants to say you want to use it like say on your chakra. Okay. So you can focus on your chakra. Okay. And this is where like okay. I will definitely share one. Or I prepared to share with you. Okay, so what you can do is that now if you combine to Chiman, you know your deity. Okay, say you for those that who are seasoned enough already, you already know what is your deity, and then you back to your deity. Okay, so or if you know where is your chief is. Okay. So this is how I use Jonah 如果唔啱嘅，你就睇啦嚇。But this is how I
Yeah, so
use.
far this is already on the right track.
Huh?
So
Yeah,
far on the
okay.
right
So
track.
I will use so far on the right track. Okay, thank you. So what I do is I will use chief. Okay. Sometimes I use chief, sometimes I use nine heaven. Okay. Of course, depends on what I want to meditate as well. Okay. And then sometimes I use nine earth. Okay. Nine earth, of course, for health, for wealth. Okay. And then for energy, then I use but of course, meditations I seldom I use white tiger lah, because then cannot come down. Then actually what you need to do is by taking breath. There are sometimes there are some apps you can use the app. Okay, put you into the breathing mode. Okay, but if you can, you do not need to. You can just follow your own breathing. But if your breathing is too short, meaning you need to take cordyceps okay. 中氣唔夠啊，too short meaning like that, okay, too short cannot, so it has to be long enough, like at least you have to give a count to like 7 to 10 like that, okay. Then if you think that 7 cannot okay, at least do 5 lah, count 5, okay. So up, then breathe out. But while you're breathing in and out, okay, you focus on your third eyes. Okay. You will find your third eyes vibrating. Okay. Maybe the first time when you do it, you cannot feel it yet. Okay. But you can just keep practicing it. Of course, if you can sit down for more than 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, that would be even greater. But you do not need long, okay? Or even though while I'm talking to you now, okay, so sometimes the meditation can start by just talking like this, okay? So there are many ways, but try out the 3 minutes, okay? From 3 minutes, then you move to 5 minutes. Then from 5 minutes, you can slowly move to 8 minutes, then 10 minutes. Okay. Then you will find like even though a short 5-10 minutes like this, okay, it can be so powerful and so energizing. Okay. Focusing on your third eye. Feel the vibrations. Okay. So if you want to focus on your chakra, you can always focus on your crown chakra as well. Okay. So this is where that it opens up the door to the universe energy. Okay. So you just feel the vibrations. That's all, nothing else. Okay. So and somehow after the 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes, okay, you feel energized. And if you do it long enough, then you will realize that a lot of things, your space will slowly become wider and wider. My space, your space, meaning that your receptive, or your tolerance, a lot of things, will somehow just become wider and wider. Yeah, I was just saying, do I need to put my thumb finger? Oh, no need, no need. You will feel it one. That's why this is how strange that it is. Okay, if you cannot sit, okay, you can lie down also. Okay, but a lot of people, sometimes the lie down one, within 3 minutes the person knock out also have lah. Okay, so then you can sit or you can lie down, but you just focus. You do not need to touch it. No need. Okay, just focus will do. Okay, trust me, this exercise, it is good that I believe that I love this phrase that I'm here. Okay, they are, don't let yourself don't let yourself die, okay, while the music's still in you. Okay, many of us, we have this music in us, and that is why that we are still trying things, we are still doing things. Okay, so is there any specific directions? No need, you don't need to, but of course, if you know your directions, if you know your deity, or you know where is your chief is, okay, so you can always back your chief. Okay, so that is where that you can into the zone even easier. Right, if your own deity is chief, is even more powerful. Okay, but usually when I meditate, because sometimes you see, during meditations you have thoughts on, your thoughts are still comes in. Okay, as I said, do not need to fight against it. Okay, so by focusing your third eye is a very good way that all these thoughts will stop. Okay, but don't panic if suddenly you say, yeah, suddenly I feel I want to eat durian. It's fine. Okay. And you just tell yourself, hey, focus my third eye. Okay, back to your third eye again. Okay. So is my Jiman Destiny Palace is north, then I can sitting back to north. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So what is your deity? Okay. Trying to find chief lah. Okay. The best is if you can find chief, then that would be the best. Okay. Chief, nine heaven, nine earth, moon. These are the few that I'm using very frequently. Okay. When I want to get insight, when I want to get aha. Okay, so sometimes I do look for my moon. Okay, so but I'm blessed that I have moon as my destiny deity lah. Okay, all right. So this is how I use. Okay, so remember, okay, it's fine that halfway you think durian, yeah, okay, oh. Or you think chao kway teow, or anything you think lah. Okay. Oh, so yeah, so the energy is the essence of life. Okay, meditations actually for this part here, once your soul is calm, once you can calm your soul down, okay, and your soul being will arise. Okay, and in Chinese, I like to use these words is where uh 让宁静真的居留在你的心里面。Okay, so let the calmness stays in you. All right. Any idea where to find my chief? Edward, I think in your achievement chart, okay, in your destiny, you can even though your what's that? The JY plotter, the 八字 plotter on top of the right that is where that it tells you what is your deities, where is your destiny, okay? Oh, 誒，Jonas 佢哋揾唔揾到啊？佢哋嘅 chief
They have to plot their own achievement destiny chart using the QMA tools. So you just plot your achievement destiny chart, and then you will find out where is the chief in your palace. In every chart, there will be a chief. So either you connect with your own inner leadership, the chief, or you can use the yearly, the monthly, even the daily. So for the daily, we are actually seeking for ultimate protections from the universe. And for those who, yes, thank you, Gentle. For those who are actually seeking for cultivating with their own self in leadership, connect to your own chief, and you have to really, is like you're obviously calling the chief. Okay, dear chief, protect me and increase my positive vibration so I can serve more people.
Okay, this is how you can. Oh, Pauline, thank you. 呢個你擠㗎係嘛？OK，我諗住上咗嚟，OK。Thank you, Jen Hong，謝謝你。Jen Hong next time can be our admin on this part。
Yeah.
感謝합니다。Okay. So yes, of course, we are. See, if you are so full, okay, yeah, so full. Sometimes that when you think of so full, okay, there are areas that you have to be very mindful to be so full. Okay, mindful to be so full, but at the same time, heartful to be mindful. Okay. So this is where that these are the things that I constantly remind myself. Okay, when I do check on, like, am I off track? As I mentioned to you all earlier. Okay, so do you think that would that be very tired if you keep thinking like that? Yeah, trust me, if you don't do this, you get even more tired. All right. So once you get into this, okay, then instead of am I, then yes, you will become I am. Okay. You will get more affirmations instead of questions. All right. You will notice that your questions, your conversations within yourself, getting better and better. And then you will notice that your questioning power is no longer, your question mark is no longer use it on doubts, but your question mark is you are ending it with empowering questions, that are able to help you, where I can be better, how I can be excel, instead of why I always like this, why I do this, or why I cannot be good, then you will notice that all your questionings will started to turn around. Okay. And you are less becoming a question baby where you doubt yourself more. Okay, you will become a I am or the affirmations more. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's the end of it. Okay. The brain part is actually the later part of my workshop. All right. And of course, if any of you would like to get the workshop, you can always check out. Okay. Check out my registrations site. Okay, that is where that I go on the technical side. Okay, on more on the applications part. Okay. So, but this one here, seriously, I think if you're aware about it, okay, if you know how to use it, is really, really good enough. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I stop the sharing here. Done. I hope that 我哋啲 views 真係好慘啊！呢一隻咁樣啊，so never mind. I believe that whoever are here, we have this affinity that you are meant to know more. Okay, and in fact, this is the first time that we are doing it without any Chinese metaphysics part in it. Okay, but of course they are still okay. I applied it a lot on different things. Okay, and but like Edward asked just now. Okay, I don't rely purely on okay, everything, okay, God's will or whatever, I will try my very best to do what I can. And by knowing my own 八字，做咩我會叻嘅嗬？Okay. So because 我開咗另外嘅嘢係咪？Okay. So
知
by
噃。
knowing own 八字 then I can okay 咗。I know, like, when I can use my 7 killing, okay? So, but if I know that my 7 killing is strong, okay, during the particular month or what, then I will make sure that I don't abuse it, okay? I use it for courage more, for braveness more, instead of I use it to attack, okay? Or like this month, because if my HO month, okay, then I will talk more, okay? Yeah, your chief is Fu in 气闷 chart 夫係咩？
積苦係咪？ I don't know. I also don't understand 苦。
My
But
chief
anyway,
is FUF.
yeah, but
係
anyway, like what Charmaine already shared, actually it's crucial that beside learning the technical about the all the metaphysics, actually the most important is like you have to first discover who you are, what truly resonates with you. Like Edward mentioned, how to make decisions. Sometimes we are confused when we don't know who we are, we don't know what we are. Imagine when you went to toilet, will you question, oh, should I entering the ladies one or should I enter the gentleman's room? If you are really confused, then you really can't decide. So that's why by having this clarity, you will have a better understanding in terms of how do you actually self-cultivating yourself. You will know better on what kind of decisions that resonates with you. And as long as you are willing, you have clarity and deep connection with your own inner soul, you no longer doubt, no longer question all those minor little things.
Yep. Okay. So I think maybe Jen Hong, you're right. Maybe he's referring to Fu Yin. Yeah. Okay. So if any of you interested to master the skills of how you manage your brain, okay, so then come to my workshop. Okay. There will be sessions on the coming 29, I think 29 October. Of course, if you still do not like the technicality, okay, after just everything, okay, depends on let go, let God, okay, or then but trust me lah, somehow you must use some effort one lah, okay. So the because in Chinese words there's this word called 天道情仇啊，天道酬勤, okay. So the laws favors the ones that who works hard, okay, who works lah, meaning, okay. So you will still need to do something, okay. And this is the part where of course the hack is coming out, all right. So there are a lot of things coming up, okay. So I'm very sure, okay, maybe your 9 months, you pass fruitfully, okay, all right, then I'm sure that you can wrap up your last this. Today is what I think 剩返幾多79日啊 78
Yeah, I think
days
less than 70,
around here, yeah.
8 days
And
until
Chinese New Year is like less than 3 months, about 3 months now only, okay.
81 days from
yeah.
New Year. So I think around 90 over days lah. 90 over days to actually to transit to a new energy.
Yeah, okay. Yes, Andrea, you are right. Yes. Everything we have to work lah, okay. But of course, learning getting the help from the universe, a lot of things can be much more better and easier, okay. So when you see the good, then you enhance it, okay. When you see the bad, then you eliminate it, okay. You try your best to let go, change it, okay. I believed in affinity lah, so you will get chance to do it, okay. So let me get the link for my I also, because it's in my handphone, okay. I sent you the link on my workshop, all right? So for any of you, if you're interested, I encourage you all to come on the sessions, okay? Have a look, okay? Because this particular skills knowledge actually helped me a lot, okay? Helped me for the past 20 years, okay? Then until, of course, when I learned Chinese metaphysics, it just like, it enhanced and boosts me up, okay, in all the different areas. Okay. Let me get I think I'll send in the link later lah. Okay. 我呢啲人做嘢嚟咁啊，你睇嚇，哎呀，真係仲係 promote 我嚇，OK。Okay. So you all come back here to check out on the link, okay? Cannot copy here. So I'm using my phone here to. Okay. Oh, thank you, Jen Hong. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah. Jen Hong 你真係helpful 嘅啫嚇，多謝晒。
perfect。
哇！連呢個都揾到咗。
Yeah, by the way, Jen Hong, and anyone who actually, perhaps if you all wanted to hang out or meet up, or perhaps we can arrange accommodations together in Thrive 2023 in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, please do let me know, because right now I'm in the midst of arranging scheduling for the accommodations, in case if everyone wanted to stay nearby, we can have a chit chat session. So me and Jen Hong will talk about this as well.
Great. Okay. I will go there and say hi with you.
Yeah, have a dinner, I think it's quite interesting also lah.
Anyone here going to Thrive?
Yeah, please do let us know, yeah.
I'm not. Okay.
Voila.
Okay, all right. Okay, yeah, he has fan club. Yes, do that. All right, thank you, everyone. I hope that the sharing today able to help some of you all. Okay, take back your control. Okay, leverage on the universe power. Take back your control at the same time. I believe that there are many areas you can excel. Okay, knowing yourself, stay your core. The staying your core is actually staying true to yourself.
Yes.
Trust me that even the 3 minutes, 5 minutes meditations, okay, focusing on your third eyes or focusing on your crown chakras, okay, it will actually put you through a long way. Okay, all right. So thank you very much. 谢谢，感谢 Hamida.
Have a great week ahead,
Okay.
and we'll be seeing you again next week, same time, same day.
See you. Bye.